So, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about drama. There's been a lot of talk about this whole power creep situation, you know what I mean? And it's kind of made me have a little bit of, like, reflection about the whole space overall. And I think I might make an actual scripted video for this, but I do want to talk about it, just with you guys. You know, as whatever we're doing. I noticed the menu. Yeah, bro, the menu's great, isn't it? It's the best thing. It's the best thing. And I kind of do want to give just a bit of thought about the whole, like, drama in general, where the space is going, and why people always feel the need to be at odds with each other, right? So, the gacha space, okay, is, wait, hang on, okay. The gacha space is a little bit of a fickle thing. We all know what the community is like. And I think it's safe to say a lot of people, whether it's content creators or people who consume gacha content themselves, maybe have a different take on social norms, let's say, than the average population of gaming. I don't know if I'm being outrageous in saying that, but you know, you have the casual gacha player.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then you have the gacha players that also consume content around gacha games and also are heavily invested into, like, content creator things too. And these are people like very deep into this sort of stuff. And I think it's safe to say that none of us are, like, really truly hugely well socialized compared to other groups. I think that is a fair thing to say. We talk about ass, tits, and boobs, like, half the time. Do you know what I mean? So obviously we're kind of deficient in some social aspects. I think that is what it is. Personally, for me, I'm a very social person. I love yapping. I love talking. I love making friends. But also, I have my issues too, right? We all have our issues, and especially that is the case in the gacha community, right? And the problem with that is, I feel a lot of creators maybe are a little bit, like, antisocial. Not antisocial, but we're all living in our own kind of bubbles. We're all living in our own kind of bubbles, and the only time that the gacha community themselves see us interact with each other, really, is either through, like, oh, this creator's in this person's Twitch chat, oh, they're on a podcast together. That's really the only time they see us interact, or it's the other option, which is, oh, nuclear drama. Oh, they're on a call to discuss drama. Oh, they're reacting to his video about the drama that they just did. That's really the only times that the community actually gets to see content creators react to each other. And I think that that is a bit of a problem. I think that's a bit of a problem because if that's the only thing the community can see, and they find it entertaining, because let's be real, drama is entertaining. Let's not beat around the bush. I think you're a liar if you're saying it isn't. There's a reason why reality TV, for example, is as big as it is. There's a reason for that. People like seeing people other than themselves get into shit, because we love projecting our own issues onto other people. We love commenting and gossiping on other people's stuff when it isn't about us, right? We find that entertaining. It's just like a human reaction. It's just a human thing. And so I think it really reinforces, it's like a conditioning. I feel like we have conditioned the entire community to be at odds with each other through creating entertainment out of drama. And I just want to point out, can you blame creators for doing that? Not necessarily, no. You want to cater to your audience. You want to make the content that works for your audience. I got no issues with people making drama content, so long as you're not, like, actually bullying somebody. So long as you're not actually genuinely, like, really hitting bullying someone. A bit of poke and fun is all the kind of really the name of the game in this kind of space. But when it goes kind of beyond that, and we're, you know, stoking the flames of fire in the community of, oh, you didn't go hard enough on this person, you didn't go hard enough on that person. I understand how it can, people are asking for more than maybe they really want or maybe they really need, right? And I think that is an issue where we have only cultivated community through drama. And I think that's everybody's fault. I think it's the community's fault. I think it's creators' fault. I think it's my fault. I think it's everybody's fault. We all have something to do with this, right? So what's the solution? And I've been thinking, it's just like, we need more opportunities for creators to feel safe to do things with each other. I think that is a huge issue, right? I think there are a lot of creators who are like, in their own bubble and they're too afraid to engage maybe with other creators, interact with them as much. Or like, oh, I don't want to get to know this person because maybe they'll make a drama thing about me in the future. I don't want to collaborate with this person because, oh, they might cause issues for me down the line. Oh, I don't want to talk to this person because, like, they're a woman and, like, people are gonna say, like, sexist things about me if I interact with a woman. I think it's, like, really unfortunate. I think it's really unfortunate that we can't, like, we stop ourselves from interacting with people and good people for fear of something going wrong because, oh, it's Gacha. We know what the Gacha community is like. And I think that is totally unfortunate. And I want that to be the opposite, right? I want that to be the opposite totally, whereby, hey, actually, we changed the community's mindset from, oh, they're interacting, there's drama, ooh, goody, let's get our entertainment shoes on, to actually, I enjoy watching content of people having fun together. I enjoy watching these people play games that isn't Gacha. I enjoy watching content with all these groups of people together. That, conditioning people to that being the content that they enjoy watching is really kind of the secret sauce to all of this. I do. I think it's the secret sauce to all of this, and really what me personally going into 2025, I am going to be making like my #1 priority. Obviously, everyone has to work on their own things, their own brand, their own businesses, like their own like self. If you want to be a content creator, right? You have to prioritize yourself first. 100%. 1,000,000%, absolutely. And that's something that I want to do too, is continue to grow my work, my content, my channel, which I think I've been doing pretty well recently. It's going very well, and I'm very happy for everything that's succeeding. But I also want to spend a lot of time kind of also like behind the scenes, trying to make things, tools, and spaces for creators to feel safe and comfortable to actually do shit together. That's what I want. That's what I've always wanted. I've just always wanted to build a space or have a space where everybody can feel comfortable. Everybody can feel good around each other and safe and feel like, hey, it's actually all right for us to do shit together, and guess what? It's fun and everybody else loves it. That's really what it is. And I feel we need more of that energy going into 2025 rather than like, oh, guess what? We're bringing these two people in a call to hash out their drama. Yeah, they could be cool and friendly by the end of it, but at the end of the day, we're still conditioning people to enjoy content over conflict in some way. Even if it's to resolve things and to hash things out to be peaceful, it's still content over conflict, and I don't want that. I think we should do less content over conflict and just do more content because, guess what? It's just fun to do. And people love to see others laugh and have fun and do cool things. So that's what I am really going to work towards in 2025. And it's going to be a long-term project. I have some ideas, okay? I have some ideas of how to do this that I'm going to be talking about more as time goes on. Right now, it's in like an idea stage, but I'm going to try and get a few people on board with an idea that I have to kind of promote that. To kind of promote that feeling amongst the community, because I think it's important. And guess what? I know I'm a kind of a fucking nobody, really. But I really want to try and help my best to make change. I really do. Because I'm not someone who's like, you know, focused on drama and conflicts and whatever. I've been someone who's been way more confident in sharing my opinions on things recently. Because now I kind of feel like, oh, people actually care about what I have to say. Okay, I feel more confident giving my opinion. A couple of months ago, I would have been like, I don't want to talk on this topic because, like, no one really cares what I have to say anyway, and I don't want to, like, deal with any whatever. But actually, I've been making takes that people agree with, that people want to hear my takes of. Okay, I feel more confident in doing so. And I think that's also giving me confidence now to be like, hey, maybe other ideas I have, I can actually do. And I shouldn't be afraid in asking people. So that's kind of how I feel about that, to be honest. So 2025 is going to be the year of building and growth, and I want to make something cool for the community. I do. Because we have conditioned the community to prioritize content on conflict, and we don't do that. We shouldn't be doing that anymore, and we should be promoting good, wholesome vibes. And I will share more details with you soon, okay? I'll share more details. I think this whole power creep drama really kind of spurred me to want to kind of go down this path that I want to now. Because it is just kind of dumb. It is dumb. And I also really respect someone like Tectone, who is really trying to be someone who is better at resolving conflicts. I do want to give him some credit. I don't know, Tectone, if you ever see this, but I do want to give you credit on you working on your ways to resolve conflicts, to talk about certain topics that have nuances to them, to be listening to the other person more. I totally respect and really admire you doing that and trying to improve your way of communicating in that way. I think that will be a huge benefit. It's gonna be a huge benefit. As someone like him, who is the figurehead of this space, right? He's a guy who drives a lot of creators to each other too. It's important for him to like know how to do that properly. And I really respect him doing that and getting better at it. I really do. I don't want to knock him for trying and improving. I don't. I think it's amazing. I really do. I genuinely really do. So, Decky, if you ever see that, I want you to know that's how I feel, by the way. I do believe that's you know, how I really feel about it. But I think, again, content over conflict is not what we should be prioritizing, and we should be conditioning people towards, and we should be conditioning communities to enjoy everybody's presence while we're having fun. People love to laugh. People love to laugh. They love to have a good time. They love to have, they want positive vibes, right? And that's what we should be conditioning people more towards these days, okay? That's all I really have to say on it, right? Also, I just want to quickly make a note, like for me, I'm not someone who does very well when I'm debating in like a very public setting one-on-one. Like, especially when I know there are people like watching me and are analyzing everything that I say. I'm much better like in a call on my own one-on-one with no one else looking. I'm not as good conveying my thoughts and feelings on the spot like that. But I'm very good at communicating my thoughts in writing 2000% more, which is why, like with the whole Mr. Pokey Power Creep thing happened, I made a tweet about everything first, then I used my tweet to kind of make a video. Do you know what I mean? Because I can get my thoughts out properly the way I want them to, and then elaborate on them later, you know? I'm not entirely great at doing group debates and stuff like that when I know there are a lot of people watching, and that's something that I will work on over time. It does make me nervous because I know I'm being scrutinized and I'm being analyzed for my opinion, right? So that's something I will work on and get better on over time too. And I hope to be someone who is a far better communicator down the line. I feel like even streaming for however long it's been, I've become way more at just organizing my thoughts in general. And I think give me a bit more time and I'll get there when it comes to communicating maybe a bit more stronger topics better too. But at the end of the day, I just want to have good times with people. That's it. I have no desire to create conflicting content, conflict content, anything like that, right? I have no interest in doing that. I really don't. And it's never been something that I've mainly been wanting to do in my content either. Occasionally I'll make a video poking fun at something or someone, but it's entirely like in jest. It's not like a big deal, right? But I'm not someone who's like, oh, I want to start shit with this person. Oh, they did this. I'm not like that. And you guys know I'm not like that. I'm just a goofy ass motherfucker. And I know that the way I present myself may be unserious, so people take me unseriously and think I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes. But I actually like to think I'm pretty smart. Despite the fact that I'm clearly working at McDonald's right now, right? So that's all I kind of really wanted to say. Going forward, I want to prioritize group stuff, doing good shit together, rather than being assholes. Rather than being assholes to each other, rather than whatever it is, you know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Also, Twitch partner, yippee! I appreciate y'all. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Increasing grip by 7%. We are locked in. Thank you for over 160 glizzies and doing glizzy overdrive.